And Duran to jump it up. And we're underway in Game 5 in Motown. Pistons control the tip.
And get some MMA guys in here for this.
It has been physical, you're right. Duran, the back in on Carter. He turns and the drop-off has been significant in terms of sheer numbers. That's nearly 10 points per game difference between.
He knows the guy's been struggling. He runs his first play for him and gets him a chance.
Paolo Banchero for 2. Now they're defensively with Thompson. The former Magic, Tobias Harris. Body bump, nearly. Since 2008, Orlando, it's 2010. These are long droughts for these two franchises.
Yeah, I was part of both of their last 2 rounds before losing in the conference finals to Boston. Both these fan bases are fantastic.
2 points on the board after the offensive rebound. Banchero, one-on-one with Harris. Goes no look. And Bane.
Spray the ball out a little bit. Detroit had blocked a quarter of Orlando's 2-point shots over the last 3 games.
Drive and kick. Thompson for Robinson. Draws 2. Cunningham can't hit the 3. And Banchero knocks it over to Suggs, who knocks it back over to Banchero. Cade Cunningham, the 3-pointer has not been working in the postseason. Bane missed it from the outside.
Well, Bane was 3 for 15 from 3 in the first 2 games here.
Early offense.
Not challenge that because there was no call made. That get to the line a lot, among the best in the league. Both these teams foul a lot, send opponents to the line. So get ready to watch a lot of free throws.
Bane with Thompson. Suggs way outside. 10 to shoot. Pull up pop. He doesn't get the roll. And the rebound is grabbed by Harris.
You don't get anything easy, though. You see how much people jammed him after the rebound.
Oh, beautiful move by Thompson. It's 14 fouls.
No, yeah, I probably would have been tempted to challenge it. But there is thinking on the other side. Inexcusable to give up 2 free throw rebounds, but he's ever committed in a 3-game stretch in the playoffs. If he could cut that in half, it really would bode well for the Pistons.
Banchero, 7-2 Detroit, looking to add to it. The cutter, Harris. Stop and go. Breaks number 1 in paint touches. And there's been a clear focus on trying to get that done early in this opening quarter.
Orlando, you're coming in serious about trying to close a series. You're going to give up 3 offensive rebounds on missed free throws.
The steal, Bane accelerates and lays it in.
This guy was an MVP candidate.
2 turnovers for Cunningham in the early going. Robinson, clean look. Rims out. And it's out. And the ball pops up and into the basket.
4 offensive rebounds already.
For Detroit. And Bane's got all of the points for the Magic. Cunningham, body bump, and the fade is.
But he was the guy guarding Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham doesn't have that size to take Franz Wagner inside like he does on Jamal Cain.
Takes the opening. Harris has it blocked by Carter. Cain had that thunderous dunk in Game 4. It was nasty.
Oh, you can still feel the vibrations from it.
Bane to the rim, hangs, missed it. Rebound grabbed by Carter, kick out, Banchero. He's going to take it with a Euro, and he's the 8 mark of this opening quarter. Will replace Jamal Cain, the Pontiac, Michigan native.
And Black will now guard, can bully him a little bit like he could Jamal Cain.
Cunningham trying to get around Suggs, lines it up, knocks.
He's got a lot of size advantage.
The Pistons open up 6 of 9 from the field. Orlando is 3 of 9.
To make some threes tonight, not having Franz Wagner.
16-11, Detroit. Under 7 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Duran had it knocked away. It's going to be a break opportunity. Banchero!
Overs a game than the Pistons in this series.
Hard drive by Thompson. Harris, pull-up jump. Around it out, the tip and go.
It's a rebounding battle throughout the first 4 games here. Detroit taking over tonight.
Bane, overcooked. Rash. Officials try to get in between them. And De Silva.
3 for 9 at the free throw line for. Hey!
Been a ton of free throws throughout this series for these two teams because of how physical it's been. Banchero attacking for 2.
It's a team who has been the worst shooting team, Orlando. They're up 3-1 and they've been the worst shooting team in the playoffs.
Which was just not the case in game 4. They shot 38% from the field. Banchero. Carter got fouled. We'll check in. Stewart had 8 blocks. 8 in game 4. They had 18 as a team. Black cut. Defensive breakdown there for Detroit. Out front, Harris screen from Stewart. Harris takes it in. 9 of 13 from the field. Banchero whips it over. De Silva. Keep the ball moving for Jenkins. Black draws the assignment. Thompson. Detroit defenders in the area, and De Silva just decided, I'm going to go right to the rim. Without Franz Wagner, the minutes that Tristan De Silva gives the team so important. Obviously, we mentioned Jamal Kia, Game 6. Go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app for more info.
Well, what a great first round we've had. I mean,
the game for the first time for Detroit. Cunningham back in, 10 to shoot. Feed it. Stewart loses the ball. Banchero and Bataze there. Foul is on De Silva. Harris in his career is an 84% shooter. He shot it at 8.
He's ever gotten more opportunities. Field goals, free throws, has won the game. That comes down to 2 things: turnovers and offensive rebounds. They had 23 and 1 game 2.
Banchero, he was looking for a call. Ball gets knocked to the outside, and it's claimed by the Magic. Banchero hangs and hits. Of Orlando's 20 points. The Pistons up by 8. What a fake by Cunningham, but he doesn't get the roll. Stewart is there.
Rebound. He can move his feet defensively.
Banchero loses his footing and turns it over. Break opportunity. Cunningham ahead. Early offense. Jenkins comes up short and
struggled shooting the ball. Now 2 for 13 from 3 in the series.
Banchero, no, 1 and done for the Magic. 10-point lead for the Pistons. Jenkins ahead. Love
9 at the free throw line for. Hey, somebody made
backing for 2.
There's no way you can allow that if you're Detroit. You've got to close out the paint and make them throw the ball out. This is a team.
Was just not the case in game 4. They shot 38% from the field. Banchero.
3-1 hold, but belief has not changed. They feel they are the better team, and as Isaiah Stewart told me, they're not ready for their season to end.
We know we're the only ones that can get ourselves out of it.
Yeah, and they've been great so far in this game, but I don't understand coming out of a timeout.
Jenkins couldn't throw it down, but Taze was a factor defensively. Now it's Kane penetrating, floating.
Go in and spray the ball out. These teams challenge you at the rim, and we've been able to see a lot of great plays both ways.
Jenkins can't hit the.
Skipped it to the open man.
Bain goes down. Jenkins will do it himself. Contact, no call. Jenkins and Kane. Black to Bataze. Is going to spin. He tried the jump hook.
Of the game.
34-26. Detroit. Cunningham, give it up. Stewart. And that ball. And he will pick up the personal.
Pistons, who were 3rd in the league with 26 attempts during the regular season, 28.5 in the series.
Very close relationship between the two.
Long-time, well-known player development guy, former college head coach and NBA assistant, used to run a
quarter. Bataze for De Silva. 5 to shoot. De Silva. Head and shoulder fake. Black there defensively against Cunningham. Switch. Now it's Kane. 5 to shoot. Jenkins, a deep one. Too strong. Rebounded. Cunningham takes it in with the left. Second chance opportunities for Detroit. Bain didn't take the shot. They run out. 38-26 as we start the second quarter here in Detroit. Black feeds it, but Tadze, he slipped for a moment.
Losing that, but I think the loss at the defensive end is even more of a problem, and it's why on the year against playoff teams, they were only...
Black has 7 points off the bench,
yeah,
3
they
of 3.
need him to get going. Obviously, with Franz Wagner out, that was only his third three-point make of the series.
Cunningham watched by Da Silva. Cunningham drives in, comes up short. Da Silva with the board.
Da Silva's got size, as a lot of these guys do.
Bain leaves it, but Tadze.
But when Isaiah Stewart's coming off 8 blocks, people are a little reticent to shoot the ball anywhere in the vicinity because of the threat of you blocking shots.
And, of course, shots that you alter.
Absolutely.
Black drives in, and he passed it right to Thompson. He tried to thread the needle. Up ahead for Green. Bullet feed, Levert. Layup doesn't go. And the rebound controlled by the Magic and Bain. That would have been a beautiful highlight. Black shifting gears. Missed it. And a loose Black. A lot of offense in the first quarter. Will it continue here in the second? The pirouette.
Base for the jumper.
9 points for Cade Cunningham in 12 minutes of action.
Yeah, eventually Paolo Banchero is going to have to take on that matchup.
Give and go. Kane had it erased by Stewart. Thompson rushing ahead. Cunningham. Bottom. Magic. Detroit's got its largest lead of the night. For Orlando. Banchero returning for the Magic as well. Thompson for Detroit. Cross it for Kane. Shot clock winding down. Kane tosses it up. He's fouled to be performing in this series in the NBA, so in the playoffs, and now doing it in his home.
With his grandfather idolizing Chauncey Billups, and now
fans, and now they had to get all new paraphernalia.
What do they say? Blood is thicker than water.
It is.
Jalen Duren.
Second foul on Black. Two-way guy for Detroit, and then started contributing at a high level. It got to the point where he was running out of eligible days, and the Pistons.
Magic did with Jamal Cain. What that does for your team is incredible.
Suggs loses the ball. Turnover. Pistons up by 14. They can add to it. Jenkins on a kick. Extra. Green. Bingo. Likes of Carter and Batadze. 0 points between the two of them.
Carter hasn't even taken a shot tonight.
57 to play in this second quarter.
But Carter has been a barometer for this team in the series. The floor hasn't taken a shot and only has 1 rebound tonight.
2 fouls on Banchero, Bain, and Black.
Dirk Nowitzki in the studio a few weeks ago did a shooting segment. These teams need to show it to their
like an 8 seed, and they have not played like an 8 seed.
Well, when people started talking about the 1-8, I went back yesterday and looked at all the preseason predictions where prognosticators are just looking at rosters. I could not find one person who picked
games this year. This was a huge jump for the Detroit Pistons. Orlando wasn't healthy for the majority of the season and finished 4th of the WNBA on Prime tips off. Don't miss a minute of the action. The WNBA, it's on Prime.
Tom Gore's the owner of the Pistons. Got an expansion franchise.
Cunningham. It dances off the rim. The Pistons are up by 14. Banchero got a 3.
18 points.
And it's 48-37. Cunningham got a bump. And he's going to...
He's been, over his short career, a much better shooter in the playoffs than he has in the regular season.
In this series, though, the three-point shot has not been there for Cade or for the Pistons in general. 59 free throw attempts. We're not even midway through the second quarter. Banchero, a lot of moves, loses the ball. Picked up by Harris. Harris, the fake, misses the layup. And now numbers the other way. A 3-on-2 developing. Banchero right down the middle. He puts some English on it. Pistons are up by 11. Harris gives up his dribble. Duren with 6 to shoot. Hands to Robinson. Down goes De Silva to the bench.
Well, the Magic wanted an illegal.
Duran out on the perimeter. That pass got, they could not determine who touched it last on the simultaneous touch. Also, it appeared as if Black touched it last. That's why Detroit was confounded, and the Magic controlled the tip.
I'm confounded.
Of being confounded.
Yes, I'm used to it. Oh, major mismatch here. You got to come and help early.
Banchero, baseline, it goes. Right now has 20. Short. He did worse than that tonight.
Yes, probably.
In the press, second quarter, Orlando triggers in. They're down by 9. They've trailed by as many as 17. Bane, the fake, the fend-off, the jumper.
I would not have a single possession where Paolo Banchero doesn't touch the ball.
Cunningham gets fouled on the follow.
Former #1 picks are looking like it. Cunningham and Banchero both playing at an extremely high level. This is the best Detroit's offense has looked by far in this series. They had the great third quarter.
In the 4 games in this series. Banchero, kick it out. The Bane 3, put it on the board. 52-44, Detroit. Cunningham.
He can go over the top of Bane. He can bully Black. There's just really no one out there who can guard him very well. He knows that.
Banchero misses from the outside. Detroit up by 10. Thompson early offense cut off by Banchero. Duran trying to keep the ball moving here. Has to go to the other side. Harris one-on-one with Suggs. The back end. The fend-off. Offensive rebounds for the Pistons in the first half. We are under 4 minutes to go. Second quarter. Banchero. Somehow the ball made its way to Carter. Spray it to the outside. At least 7. Pistons. Black has the assignment on Cunningham. Switch with Bane. Cunningham. Fend off and fade.
He can go over the top. He's got 20. He wants the matchup with Bane.
Carter laces a 3.
Get this switch again. Now they're going to double.
Harris feed it. Baseline. Thompson. Cutter. It wasn't for Cunningham, but it ends up with Duran, and he comes up short. Cunningham, the offensive rebound. Wingspan, and Bane and Harris getting into it a bit.
Well, Detroit wanting to huddle.
Cunningham at the free throw line. Detroit has 10 offensive rebounds. Orlando has 11 defensive rebounds.
Yeah, it's been domination.
Thus far. Offense has been much better.
You're so negative.
No,
what you could have said is they have the 2 best defensive ratings.
Hold on. Banchero against Harris. Screen Carter. Switch. Black. They got bumped by LeVert. Thomas Haslam. Breakdown of the first half. The Raptors and the Cavaliers. We'll update you on that one.
Demonstrating stuff. She plays every position on the floor. She's outstanding.
Teams are shooting it at 51% from the field. And another whistle. 2:18 mark of the second.
And Tobias Harris still doesn't have a foul. Come on, get in the game out here.
Detroit was 4 of 10 at the free throw line. And they've now... Banchero now facing LeVert. Banchero, Euros, floats. At points for Paolo Banchero. 8 of 13 from the field. Cunningham lines it up.
Now, if his legs are there and he can make threes, he's indefensible.
He's got 27 points in the first half. Banchero missed it.
And now Kane fouls trying to get through the screen, puts Stewart at the line.
Points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. 1 out of 2. Just over a minute to go, first half. Suggs. First foul. Stewart with the goaltend. Suggs with a chance for 3, and it's around and out.
Is that the best nickname in the NBA?
It's up there. It's got to be top 3.
I had to tell our producers at the beginning of the series when we were going to come here. If you have
good,
excellent. I'm still going beef stew so far, though.
It's my top 3. Cunningham. In and out. 5 seconds to go. First half. Black, the pull-up 3. He's got it.
8 for 14 from the team who has been the worst shooting team overall in the playoffs.
Thompson couldn't get it to go on the reverse. There's a 5-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Hot hand? No, Black missed it.
Is what gets you this. Wendell Carter Jr. got to the line with his effort on the offensive rebound.
Stewart, his 3rd. And Kane misses on a pair. Cunningham to Robinson. He thought Stewart was going to make his move, and they turned it over. Suggs, 2 seconds, pulls up. Off the heel.